Mother often says to me, girls aren't like they used to be. Mother thinks she's found one just her kind. She's the girl that never would play with gypsies in the wood if she thought her mother was behind. Mother introduced the girl a week ago. How I'm going to answer Mother's questions, I don't know. Does she smoke? Does she not? Why, she'd smoke a furnace hot. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Is she nice? Ask me twice. Well, she gave me good advice. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Was her language always nicely chosen? Well, she knew some words that left me frozen. She knew all her parlor tricks. 2 and 2 with her made 6. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Does she drink? It's a gift. I wish I'd got her uplift. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Does she read Bernard Shaw? Well, she reads The Pink and More. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Can she to a nightclub be persuaded? Not unless she knows it'll be raided. Does she wear nice frocks? Oh yes, more or less, mostly less. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Now, Mother said her taking ways are not met with nowadays. That's where Mother certainly was right. Taking ways she surely got. Very soon she'll take the lot, though it's not how Mother meant it quite. Mother thinks she'll take me for better or worse, but if Mother tries to drive me, I'll get in reverse. Can she work? Can she what? That's a habit she's not got. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Can she talk? Parlez-vous? Well, she's told me 1 or 2. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Is she tactful with her rich relations? Well, you should hear her broadcast to all stations. Call her uncles, dear old kid, touches them for 50 quid. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Can she sow? Lord above, only tiny seeds of love. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Can she cook? Some amounts. I'll bet she can cook accounts. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Does she show a large amount of stocking? Boy, all the time you know her by her clocking. And if longer skirts come in, she'll leave off where most begin. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Can she sing? Great Scott, no. Only vo-de-o-do-do. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Has she taste? I'll say how. I can taste her lipstick now. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Does she know the way to nurse a baby? Well, she's had a try on me, but maybe. If she had her own, no doubt, she'd prefer to board him out. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Otherwise, she's Mother's kind of girl. Now, this is a tale of the years that have went. Just how many years doesn't matter a cent. But in the quiet lanes to the lady and gent, 'twas a time when there were such things. He stood with his walking stick poking the dirt. She stood touching nettles to see if they hurt. He wore a grey tall hat and she wore a skirt. 'Twas the time when they wore such things. They were silent a while, then he said to she, "Miss Tabitha, will you a wife to me be?" She blushed, for she wanted to scratch her left knee. 'Twas a time when they hid such things. A short pause ensued, 'twas the way he paused his head. Then the maid dropped the nettles and stroked her hair pad, saying, "Really, sir, first you must speak to my dad." 'Twas a time when they did such things. "So be it," said he, with a wave of his stick, then walked to the mansion of ivy-clad brick, a weatherproof house with the walls strong and thick. 'Twas a time when they made such things. Her father roared, "What, sir, my daughter you'd beg?" His rage scared the house, dog and cat shook a leg, and the hen ran away from a lovely fresh egg. For the time when they laid such things. The wrath of the parents so frightened the lad that he fled down the road to an inn feeling sad. There he rested, and 2 pints of strong ale he had. For the time when they sold such things. He arose as 10 struck from the church on the hill, and the landlord stopped counting the coins in his till, and called, "Don't depart, stay as long as you will." 'Twas the time folks were told such things. Meanwhile, Mistress Tabitha hied to her lair, and took up her harp and sat down on a chair, and soon rose a tuneful and musical air. 'Twas the time when they played such things. And at midnight she stole from a house in her cloak, and soon joined her lover beneath the broad oak. He kissed her, and told her a merry new joke, for the time when they made such things. In town they arrived with love's passion a spark, and there 'neath a tree on a night that was dark, on a seat they embraced in a great London park, for the time when they dared such things. Then the day came that saw them in bridal array. At the altar they stood in a church old and grey. He promised to cherish, and she to obey, for the time when they sweared such things. Now you've just heard the tale of my grandparents gay. He's turned 94, she's 90 today. He plays golf, she rides pillion, feet stuck out each way. 'Tis the time when they do such things.